Alrighty. You need to stop hitting L1. Please heal. Alrighty. What's up, lady? I see, so it turns into that, and... oh, that makes sense. She's studying in the middle of eating? I believe so. Looks like a biology textbook, judging by all the photos of dissection. Ugh, that's nasty. Something tells me I would not want to read something like that while eating a meal. Same. Going on here in the wonderful... ooh, fishing spot. If fishing at a hospital is wrong, I don't want to be right. No crab. Oh wow. Mirage Sepith. Not much, but it gives some. Oh, I missed that one. That was my fault. Pearl glass. Ooh. Upgrade material. Alright, I'll hold on to this just in case, you know. Don't want to waste all my resources. Oh, that's probably a different way. Once you're inside the building. We lucked out. Doesn't look like it's too crowded today. Yeah, the waiting room is usually packed with people. So we try asking for her at the front desk? Definitely. Let's have them call her. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. Do you need outpatient care, or do you have an appointment? No. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department Special Support Section. We're here to conduct an investigation at the hospital. I see, so you're with the police. This investigation, is it related to the monster attack? Yes, ma'am. We received a request from the CGF to investigate St. Ursula. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident, if possible. Alright. The hospital director isn't here right now, so I'll call the head nurse for you instead. Also, one other thing. Someone I know works here, and if she isn't busy at the moment, I'd like to see if she could show us around. You sound somewhat nervous. So am I. A beautiful nurse is a gift from Adios. Oh, please, grow up. Lloyd? Hey, holy crap. She's so pretty. Is she an angel? Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about some investigation. Sorry for visiting all of a sudden. I probably should have called first. Whoa, Cecile, are you crying? Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah. I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and, more importantly, isn't this a little much? You're embarrassing me. Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvard. Well, I have had 3 years to grow, Cecile. I don't know what to say. He is even sweeter than I imagined. Damn you, Lloyd. Should have told me you had such a lovely sister from the get-go. I'm Cecile Newes. Nice to meet you all. So you three are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Tio Plato. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name. The pleasure's all mine. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm such a scatterbrain, and here I was thinking that Lloyd came here to show his girlfriends around the hospital. Excuse me? What? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I had hoped that you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Oh, are you actually dating one of them? Using this whole coworker thing as a disguise? I'm sorry, Lloyd. I shouldn't be making assumptions like this. Cecile, listen. So which one is it? Ellie? Tia, oh my god, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you? Cecile, I'm not dating them. Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry, you've got my full support. No, I do not swing that way. He denies it so vehemently. She is quite the unique woman, is she not? Oh, I love me an airhead. Back to the topic at hand. Cecile, we're actually here about the recent monster attack. Yes, that's right. I already received permission from the head nurse to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our interns, Lytton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, something about it was weird. The CGF report mentions the possibility of it being a misunderstanding on the injured's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly right. It seems that the CGF left the investigation unconvinced. Now I don't know the specifics, but I heard Lytton was attacked on the roof. The roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the hospital roof is both a terrace and a garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too. Gotcha. So to sum it up, it ain't a place you'd ever expect monsters to show up. Yes, that's the conclusion that the CGF ended up leaning towards. But I can't accept that. That's why I would like you guys to keep investigating the incident. I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I wouldn't expect that much from us if I were you. Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbow Times, the special support section started off strong, didn't they? Oh, are you talking about the case downtown? Are you saying they actually wrote something nice about us? They might not have flat out said it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized at St. Ursula. I heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed you for big time. Did they really? What a coincidence. Come on, I'm gonna blush. I did not remember you playing too important a role, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Lytton is probably a good place to start your investigation, right? Yeah, if you could introduce us, that'd be great. Also, I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible. I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll show you around the hospital. Are you sure that you have the time for that, Cecile? Oh yes, I'm on break right now. Don't worry about it, Lloyd. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate it. Off we go. I'm glad to see everyone's really hit it off with Cecile. Alright, let's like... Here in the hospital, we maintain sick rooms on the second and third floors. The intern you're looking for should be in one on the second floor. I can lead you to him if you like. Appreciate it, Cecile. This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep it down, okay? Won't be a problem. We're just here to listen to his account. Shall we then? Things seem to be progressing well. In fact, if things continue like this, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. Seriously? You aren't pulling my leg? I'm no liar. Once you get out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 torms worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle it. Dr. Gwinner, come on! Way to kick a man while he's down. Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain. Hardly anything major. Be a man. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, if anything. Yes, oh yes, I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before. Doctor, are you a sadist? Always considered myself a masochist, to be quite honest. Good grief. What Nadius' name are you talking about, Doctor? Oh? Ah, Miss Nuez. Geez, you two, going to talk about those sorts of things here, of all places? What if a child heard you? Sorry about that. You've caught me red-handed. Oh, do we have visitors? They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Mr. Lighton directly about that incident, actually. Oh. That would make sense now, wouldn't it? I suppose you don't need me here for that, so I'll be on my way. I can make my rounds and all of that fun stuff. Thank you, Dr. Winter. And don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing. Oh, I would never. Excuse me then. Who was that? That was Dr. Gwinter, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable. Now then, Lighton, do you have time to answer some of their questions? Sure, I don't mind, but didn't the CGF already conduct an investigation of this mess? Why are the CPD doing one now? Well, sadly the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, the SSS was asked to perform an investigation of its own. Gotcha. Huh. Did they think I was dreaming or something? Sleepwalking, maybe? No, I know that's not what happened. Excuse me, Lighton. If possible, could we hear your story from the very beginning? What exactly happened on that night 1 week ago? Yeah, no problem. It was late. I had been writing a research paper all day and night. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who's notoriously hard to please. I'd already written well into the night, putting every fiber of my being into that paper, so I was getting a little woozy. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. Anyway, I found myself exposed to the chilly night wind, and that's when I heard it. And that's all I can remember. The next morning, the janitor found me beaten to a bloody pulp on the roof. After that, I was taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated for my wounds, which brings us here. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. You get a good look at your attacker? Not as good as I'd like. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I passed out due to shock. What I can remember are blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur that keep replaying in my head. Which makes sense, because the CGF confirmed that they were canines. That lines up, at least. Where exactly were you wounded? Oh, right shoulder. The doctors told me that the cuts came from fangs, no doubt about it. My other injuries came from a blow to the head and a sprained ankle. They told me that most likely scenario was that I was dragged to the floor after it being chomped on, but you're wondering why the monster stopped there. Am I right? Yes, exactly. Isn't it strange that my head wasn't bitten off? On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear the CGF people thought I was off my rocker when I told them that. The only conclusion they could come to was that I somehow staggered onto the highway and was ambushed by monsters. But you were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not? That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. Not impossible, I guess. Yeah, I'm not too confident about that theory, Lighton. Take a breath, Lighton. You're the victim here. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your own statement? I'm sorry, I just don't know. Still, is it really that big a deal if I don't have a good explanation? It's definitely easier on me, that's for sure. I mean, if monsters legitimately appeared on the roof, wouldn't that be a bit too freaky to believe? I know how you feel, I really do, but think about it like this, Lighton. If you actually were attacked on the roof, we need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again. Well, thanks for your help, Lighton. For now, we'll focus on investigating the scene of the crime. Yeah, we're counting on you guys then. If we're able to figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again, so good luck. So we gotta head up to the roof from here, yeah? That's right, let's start off with trying to pinpoint exactly where he was attacked. Cecile, do you still have some free time? My break is probably going to end relatively soon, but I can at least show you where we found him. That'd be great, thanks. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is right around here, right? Yes, supposedly Lighton was found collapsed in front of this bench. That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it? That's right, all of our doctors and interns do their work there. Do they perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there by any chance? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse for plants used for research are grown. How interesting. Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out. Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck everyone. Investigate until you can't investigate anymore. We will. Thank you for showing us around. We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news, okay? Okay guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a quick sweep before anything else. The canine monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their infiltration route. That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities, that seems to be your favorite method of investigation. Well, let's get to it. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with all that water below. If they really are canine, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. Wait a minute. Before I do anything else, save right there. Oh. Seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Oh, take a look at this. Do you think the monsters might have infiltrated through here? Normally, you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However... Lloyd, what about here? It's definitely not impossible for this to be the infiltration route, but even then, the drop is pretty high. This is quite the distance, but I suppose the portico could serve as a stepping stone. But that's only about as high as the first floor ceiling. Could they have really jumped up from there? Either way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Checked here. Check there. Checked here. Huh. There. Checked here. Right here. framed photograph of Cecile, Lloyd, and a muscular man with a determined look on his face sits on the shelf. Photo of me, Cecile, and Guy. That's here, and that must mean this is Cecile's room, right? Alright, we should probably check above here just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? Here we go. The tops of the boxes were covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo. Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. A canine one at that. There's our lead. And that means the probability that they use this as their infiltration route is extremely high. Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. Should we come up with a plan in case they show up again? Maybe so. But is it really okay to end our investigation here? There's still a lot of unanswered questions. Did they intentionally choose a place like this to enter from? And why didn't they go all out when they attacked Lighton? We have a lot to figure out. I suppose only the wolves themselves will know the answers. Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGS report, though. Should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city. We still need to thank her too. Back to the nurse's station then? I'm down with that. The box's lid is coated in thick dust. It must have been left alone for a long time. Wait a second. What's wrong? It's nothing. If they jumped up from over there, there should be paw prints or something on top of the box. Considering the dust is undisturbed, the boxes must have been left alone for a long time now. Am I missing something here? What's this? At various spots on the handrail, there are signs of paint chipping. Lloyd, what is it? Find something? No, it's nothing important. Then again, the chipping looks like it was done recently. Huh. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Looks like I got it. Alright. Hold on a second. Oop. Oh, this is the research word. Keep up the good work, everyone. You're those police officer, right? How's the investigation coming along? We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what we found. Miss Nuez, I mean. Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said. Come again? I've heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your dramatic return. And now I understand why. You're so cute. Me? Cute? Quit ogling her. Can you save it for when we're off duty, Lloyd? Are you kidding me? Whatever you think I'm doing, I'm not. Relax, Lloyd. Leave it to the master. What are you? You know, babe, I think you're the cute one here, not him. Huh? Me? Sorry about that. I tend to get carried away. The name's Randy. And you are... Philia. I'm Philia. Do you work with Lloyd, Randy? Sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. To celebrate our meeting, how about you come party with me this weekend? This guy will be coming, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends too. Come on, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second here, Randy. It's definitely tempting. I like to take a breather every so often, so I'll try to invite some friends. Surely some of them are free this weekend. Hell yeah, call them all up. You cool with Garant? That's my go-to bar. He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his self-proclamation of being a ladies' man wasn't all talk after all. I have no idea how things got to this point. You're too kind, little lady. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for. An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that? No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy. Oh, Randy. Ain't too bad. Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face. Huh? Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Oh, and this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Oopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, Randy. Looks like we're going to have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, Sadly, I'm not the angel you're looking for, am I? No, that's not true. Take a look in the mirror. You're beautiful. Tag in, Lloyd. You're up. Randy, 0% of that was productive. I'm terribly sorry about him, ma'am. Well, what's done is done. So, has your investigation yielded any fruits? Maybe if you're here for... must be if you're here for Cecile. Yes, ma'am. We just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything. I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. And it would take a bit to make an announcement on the intercom. Listen up, you four. Cecile should be in the farthest room on the 3rd floor right about now. Would you be against checking for me? You want us to just head up? Are you sure it's okay to interrupt? Of course, the young child she's looking after is hospitalized under special circumstances. If possible, I'd like for you to say hello to her as well. I don't think that should be a problem. They want us to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, that it? Well, something like that. Thanks. If you'll excuse me. Oops, I didn't hit that button. 3rd floor, furthest room. Furthest room on the 3rd floor. Oh, this looks like the room to me. Oh, wait a second. I almost missed spawn point. You guys again. I told you can find Cecile in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Wait a minute, are you... Miss Martha, what's wrong? Are you looking at me? Oh, I knew it. It is you. Tio, right? You must be. Huh? You know Tio? I apologize for not staying in touch. I thought it was you. Oh my, look how you've grown. Such a beautiful young lady. I hardly recognized you. Oh, hold on. Alright, why are you with these police officers? Tell me everything, dear. It's complicated. I intended to visit you earlier, but unfortunately police work has kept us quite busy today, so... I understand. It's fine, Tio. Next time I'll brew us some tea and we can catch up, alright? Yeah, have you been here before? Yes. 6 years ago to be exact. I did not intend to keep it a secret from all of you. I apologize. Secret, eh? There's no need to apologize, Tio. We all have things that are hard to say out loud. Heck, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who doesn't. It's okay, Tio. Everything's okay. Ellie? There's no need to make that face, you know. Keep that up and people might forget how cute you really are. Hey, each of us has led different lives and experienced a hell of a lot of things. On top of that, we've only known each other for a month. Our age, genders, and even our interests are all different, and despite all that, we're still able to come together and work as a team. Isn't that enough for now? Lloyd, Randy. You may be right. I'm afraid I was a bit nervous about disclosing my past, that's all. Well, it wasn't my intention to waste valuable time. Should we find Cecile? We still need to give her our report. Right, let's head to the 3rd floor. For this room. Cecile? Lloyd, what are you doing here? The head nurse told us that you were working up here, but are we interrupting? No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. Righteous, law-enforcing police officers of the CPD. Isn't that going a bit far? I think you might be overselling us quite a bit, Cecile. She blind? Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean. We appreciate that, Shizuku. Arios' sister? Daughter. Wait, hold on. You said McLean? That name definitely rings a few bells. Perhaps you met her father before, Arios McLean. Seriously? The Divine Blade of Wind. That guy has a kid? Do you all know my father? Well, I guess you could say that. He bailed us out of a tight spot a while ago. We haven't seen him much since. I think I understand. Did he offend you somehow? I know he can be a bit blunt with his words. No, definitely not. Honestly, it was a little overwhelming standing in the same room as such an accomplished man. He might have been strict with us, but he was also considerate and quite reliable. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Always the daddy's girl, Shizuku. Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're always so shy. You should dote on him more often. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? But Cecile, that's embarrassing. That's Cecile for you. Hard to imagine Mr. Remarkable himself getting pampered by his daughter, eh? Agreed, it is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night. She did? Well, I remember the night Lighton was attacked quite vividly. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books, because she is blind. Then all of a sudden, I heard a scream. Really? What happened next? Well, I was starting to get a little anxious, so I opened the window and listened carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like breathing. After hearing that for a few minutes, I suddenly heard what sounded like something jumping, and that's when everything stopped. Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too? To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized it hadn't when I heard Cecile's explanation. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier. No, it's fine. We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, this statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof, correct? Sure does. And remember the sounds she heard after Lighton screamed and fainted? Those must have been those wolves breathing, and they're jumping on the boxes. That's their escape route after all. But there's more, I think. I might have just misheard it. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue. Okay. There was something else I heard on top of what I already told you. For some reason, I felt like I heard a faint whistling sound coming from outside the hospital. Whistling? Could it have been a cry unique to this kind of monster? Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I've only ever heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer. Yes, of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay. I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, Lloyd. The rest of you, too. Thanks, Shizuku. We'll definitely come visit again, okay? Cecile, was that girl blind? Yes, she lost her eyesight in an accident several years back. Fortunately, it's not as if there isn't any hope for her. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment, recovering little by little. Well, at least there's hope. It must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the bracer girl keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here. Yet despite that, she still pretends to be happy. You don't have to, but would you four be your friends from now on? Of course, Cecile, we'd love to. She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same. Leave it to me, Cecile. I never fail at making the ladies smile. Thank you, everyone. Now back to business. You figured out something while she was talking, right? Mind filling me in? So the monsters trespassed through here. Is that it? Right. We still don't know what compelled them to do it, but the hospital should take some precautions for the time being. I agree. We'll have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away. Yeah, that should do the trick. You would need something sturdy, but also relatively mobile. Do you have anything like that here? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon. Good work. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free. Nothing to it. We didn't do anything too special. All we did was pinpoint how exactly the wolves entered the hospital. That's not true. If you didn't come investigate, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. I think if you work hard, the SSS will be on Arios' level in no time. I guarantee it. You think? I moved! Thank you for the kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. I'm glad. Lloyd, when we both have some free time, let's meet up and chat for a while. Also, I'd like to go visit his grave together, if you don't mind. Yeah, we should do that. Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend. I told you it wasn't like that. I guess Randy would be okay too. I'm not one to judge. Just touch base with me, okay? I'm not completely unfamiliar with the genre, so I won't be surprised. And what genre is that exactly? Hey, if it'll make Cecile happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Well, I'd mind. I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone. We will. Thank you for everything. Oh, I think I'm in love. Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd. I'm glad you think so too. We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes. That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her? Huh? I'm a little curious too. I was definitely getting more than the standard siblings vibe from you two. What are you implying? Lloyd, you traitor! You've been slamming a babe like her this entire time? Oh, but I wouldn't give to switch bodies with you right now. You know that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we dropped this nonsensical conversation and headed back to back to Crossbell City. It's already evening, and we still have to put together a report of today's investigation before we go to sleep. He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that. Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too. I don't know what you're whispering about, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Oh, goodness. Save. Oh, wait, let me double check my time here. Alright, yeah, we're still good. It's only 38 minutes. Alrighty. I think we're good here. You know what? Now that I think about it, I killed a lot of monsters, but I don't remember. Oh, it's late. We should take the bus back to Crossbell City. Did I finish getting? Oh, I did get. Okay, cool. I got some ingredients. All right, cool. Wait for the bus. Should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, one's supposed to come in 15 minutes. Dang, that's convenient. And it runs all the way up to 11 p.m.? The fare is really cheap too. The city manages it, correct? Does that mean they do not make a profit from it? You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossbell State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough mirror to fund the service. That makes sense. Being able to visit the hospital as easily as you can is definitely something to be thankful for. Oop. What a beautiful sunset. It is. However, I would not advise looking right at it. Phew, orbital vehicles make life a breeze, don't they? Man, imagine if we got our hands on our own car. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the other investigative divisions use them though. If I recall correctly, I believe that each 1st Division detective has a private car prepared for them. Seriously? You would think there's a limit to special treatment. Geez, it's times like this when it really sucks to be the misfits. Well, it's no use begging for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think? I am hesitant to agree, but I think I have to. Well, we won't be investigating any further today, correct? Yeah, all that's left is mains. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Tomorrow we'll pick up where we left off. Roger. I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting. Got that right, but man, Cecile really saved our skins, eh? Alright, next time I'll use a mixer as an excuse to score big time. Your persistence is admirable, Randy. Huh. Dog again. Well, wolf, I should say. I mean, they say white wolf, but that's more blue than white. Lloyd and the others returned to the SSS that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigation. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed and organized by for Sergei's convenience. Before they knew it, the clock had struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms, exhausted, and fell asleep. Wait a second. I'm going on a trip? You can't just say that and immediately walk out the door. Where are you even going? The Principality of Rimophiria. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks, depending on the situation. Yeah, I get it, but you're a CPD detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to be out of the state for that long? Aw, what's with the long face? You gonna be depressed if your big brother goes away for a bit? Come on, Lloyd. You get way too freaked out when you're alone. I stop at 2 months. You can leave for 2 years for all I care. I'm perfectly fine on my own. Thanks. Oh, relax. I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Rimophiria for fun and games. This is a top secret job, Lloyd. Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about? Ah, I knew you were going to ask that. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but it's actually a trip where I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back home. That's it? The girl and I are escaping to Rimophiria, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you? Okay, no more joking around. I asked the neighbors to invite you over for dinner while I'm away. Breakfasts are on you, though. I'm not a kid, I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's besides the point. Cute little girl, just what exactly are you planning, guy? What are you going to do if Cecile finds out about all this? What does Cecile have to do with anything? What is she? Ah, you're impossible. What could she possibly see in this massive idiot? Well, okay then. For your information, I've already discussed this with her. Wait, seriously? Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. And the girl is only 9 years old, you know? A dream? Talk about nostalgic. I must have been around 12 when that happened, or was it 13? And afterwards, I'm sure that... Lloyd speaking. Good, you're up. Have you finished that report already? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is wrapped up, more or less. Excellent. I round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests. Yes? Oh, excuse us, sir. Oh, the CGF. Deputy Commander Bales? Man, how did I know? Good morning, Q4. Morning, everyone. It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. Our guess as to who was visiting us ended up being spot on. She stopped by not too long ago. Apparently she wants to hear about how your investigation is going. Yeah, of course, but isn't this on a pretty short notice? We still haven't quite finished our investigation of Maines yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed. What do you mean? Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Maines. However, this morning, it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal. You're withdrawing the guardsmen? There's only been 3 days since the last monster sighting, has it not? Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week, but the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste? I never liked that spineless kiss ass. You know him? Oh yeah, when I was serving at Bellegarde Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's top dog of the Guardian Force and buddy-buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more a fan of whining and dining instead than doing. Let's try that again. He's more a fan of whining and dining instead than he is doing his actual job. But the rumors are true after all. However, wouldn't the CGF pulling out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the scale of the attacks is too vast. As Deputy Commander of the Crossbelt Guardian Force, I cannot overlook this. The real problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters before our 3-week deadline. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbelt, the actual damages weren't all that serious. With that as a pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately. That's how it happened. Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Seeker. He's young, but also extremely skilled in combat and a gifted driver. He serves as my aide de camp. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet all of you. Yeah, likewise. Hold on, you said your last name was Seeker? By any chance, are you related to Fran, one of the CPD receptionists? I am. Fran's my little sister. I heard that you've been looking after her. Thanks. Actually, I think you may have things a little backwards there. Huh? So you're that Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guardsman who's become the Tangram shining beacon of hope. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Randy. The Bellegarde forces have had a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories. I'm flattered. What kind of stories are we talking about? Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume. You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my awesome skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too. I'll politely ask you to leave things at that, Orlando. Now, should you be up to speed with this unpleasant situation? The only factor that might break this deadlock is your investigation. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out. I didn't know things were this urgent. Well, we were about to submit our report to the chief anyway. Please allow us to give you a short briefing as we do. That's that then? Good job. Well, Sonia, what do you think of my rookie's abilities? They've exceeded my expectations. The Legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all this, Seeker? Honestly, I'm not really sure. I guess a trained detective's observations really are different from ours. It's more than simply their observations, Seeker. It's their entire way of thinking. I believe I've come to my decision. I'll entrust the rest of the main's investigation to the Special Support Section. With you foreheading the operation, perhaps new unexpected leads may come to light. We intended to keep investigating, but we'll keep what you said in mind. You ain't trying to throw us under the bus for ignoring the CGF commander's orders, are you? It's not within my jurisdiction to tell you whether or not to abandon this case. If, however, we are able to get a solid lead on the monsters, we could mobilize immediately. Surely you understand, yes? I hear you loud and clear, ma'am. You really are as capable as everyone makes you out to be. Just so you know, it seemed as if the monsters were able to comprehend our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you'll even be able to uncover their weak spot. I hope at least. Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to the mining town ASAP. Yes, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my office at Tangram Gate. Sergey, would you mind saving that talk for another day? No complaints here. Don't go taking any bad pets, alright? You're one to talk. Seeker, we'll be off now. Yes, ma'am. She looks like she's being worked to the bone. Yes, she does. She apparently oversaw the entire withdrawal of her troops from Mainz early this morning. She sure did. Unfortunately, she's at the mercy of an incompetent sleazebag boss. Not to mention, she can't neglect her vigil over the Republic border. Basically, it's her job to always draw the short end of the stick. That sounds awful. By the way, are you friends with the deputy commander or something? You two did seem quite comfortable with each other, perhaps too comfortable. Well, Deputy Commander Bales was the one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship are you hiding from us, boss? Calm down, she's just an old friend. More importantly, it's clear as day that yesterday wore you guys out. You gotta head to Mainz, but are you really planning on making that journey on foot again? Definitely not. That really only happened by chance. We intend to spare our feet from blistering by taking the bus today. Oh, that right. And here I thought you were following the Bracers example. How does that correlate? Yeah, what you mean? Sure, it's sort of a tradition of theirs. As junior Bracers, they tend to tour the surrounding area on foot. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get the lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 stone. That does seem pretty effective. Those guys seriously do that kind of stuff? Willingly? Perhaps Estelle and Joshua were doing a form of that when we met them yesterday. So they intend to tour the entirety of Crossbell on foot. Those two have got quite the personal history, believe me. I've even heard they led the effort in fixing that fiasco that happened in Liberal last year. The Liberal incident? That was when Orbital Power suddenly shut down all across the country. No kidding. If that's true, they must be pretty big deals within the guild. Here in Crossbell, they're no more than rookies, just like you. All you can do is work hard and pray you can keep up with them. If you don't get results, you can bet your ass the guild will snatch this case out from under you. We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. We should head to Mainz once we're ready. If we leave through the north exit, the bus stop should be right ahead. Let's resupply and double check our gear while we have the chance. As a precaution, I advise we check the terminal before leaving. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Now we got more quests. Train inspection. Yeah, I mean, at least the money is not bad for something. Wait, what in the backup? Abandoned apartment monster cleanup. Okay. Alright, we got some quests here. I need to go turn in that one ingredients quest. I'm gonna do that now. What's that? West Street, but alrighty. Hand over ingredients. Did someone order fish fillets and monster eggs? Thanks guys, you're the best, and as for you Lloyd, you really are quite the dependable guy. I've always been able to count on you to have my back. You're telling me Lloyd's always been like this? Figures. I assumed he was, judging by his overly soft-hearted nature. Let's cut him some slack. We are talking about Lloyd Bannings here. I don't know what I did to deserve these backhanded compliments. Come on, loosen up. They're saying you're a good guy, that's all. But hey, you should try out some of the bread I baked today. I'll hook you up if you want. We appreciate it. I'm sure we'll be picking a few out from time to time. We're going to head out now. Good luck with your apprenticeship. Don't need it. It'll be a piece of cake. Got him. I can't even get over there yet. But I can go report this quest. Oh, nope. That's leave, not report. Hey, promoted spirit badge. Spirit badge sounds like it's for arts. That's a spirit badge. Defense plus 15 prevents faint. Oh. Makes one tankier. Actually. Preventing faint and sleep seem really useful for my main healer, since those some pretty crippling debuffs. Oh, I've never actually been inside of here, have I? This station never fails to amaze me. Has it really already been a month since I stepped off that train? Wow. It has. Anyway, I believe the inspection officer submitted the request, right? Yeah, let's go ask him about it. Inspection officer. This one? No, you are not the inspection officer. Are you? Yep, here it is. They're late. Excuse me. Are you the inspection officer? We're here regarding your support request. Ah, so you're the special support section then. About time. My name's Quattro. I was transferred here from the Imperial Army to work as the station's inspection officer. If you don't mind, I'd like to cut to the chase. Will you accept my request? Yes. You can count on us, Quattro. Could you talk us through the specifics? Very well, but then again... Is something wrong? Not really. Just not used to cooperating with rookies like you guys. I suppose it's better than if no one showed up at all. Dude, what the hell? We're going out of our way and this is how he treats us? You say something, Red? You're better off ignoring anything he says. Just to clarify, you submitted a request asking for assistance in an inspection? That's correct. A train bound for Erebonia will be arriving any second now, and I want your help in inspecting the interior of said train, and that would entail... We'll be looking for any passengers or luggage considered too dangerous for Erebonian territory, right? Precisely. I don't normally have to do this on my own, but I woke up to a torrent of sick leaves this morning. That's why I had to issue a request for outside help. That makes sense. Conducting an inspection like this alone would take way too long. Glad you understand. That makes things easier. The Erebonia-bound passenger train will soon be arriving at Platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board the train make their way to the platform. There it is now. Once we're on the platform, I'll explain the specifics of the job. Sorry about the short notice. Now follow me. Okay then, anyone else expect today to turn out? Okay then, anyone else expect today to turn out like this? Because I didn't. I can't stand this dude's high and mighty attitude, but he's in the bind. Let's give him a hand. It's settled then. Shall we head down to Platform 2? Allow me to briefly explain the specifics of the task at hand. Please do, we're all ears. I will be assigning each of you a car to inspect. We'll speak to every passenger, inspect their luggage, and verify the validity of their entry application. Any passengers found carrying an invalid entry application or dangerous goods are to be apprehended immediately. Okay, got it. I'm cool with conducting an inspection, but what do we do when passengers ain't in their seats during the check? I don't know, but I feel like a bunch of amateurs like ourselves might not be able to cover everybody. Right. Please exercise caution in that regard. Passengers will be notified that they are to remain in their seats for the duration of the inspection. The occasional trickster may try to cause a ruckus in hopes that we overlook small details during the inspection, so don't get caught off guard. You are certainly strict. Alright, I think I've got the idea now. Although I'm a little bothered that each person has to inspect their own car. Randy and I will definitely be fine on our own, but what about Ellie and Tio? Really? This is the moment you decide to start worrying about us? I'm also an officer, so I'm familiar with the basics of martial arts. Likewise, I would not allow anybody throwing a fit to overpower me. Way to patronize them, Lloyd. They ain't a bunch of weaklings. Hopefully this is a lesson learned. Yeah, I guess that was uncalled for. That said, are you all ready to commence the inspection? Yes. Yes, understood. Ahem, good, you are ready. Very well, without further ado, let's begin the inspection. I'll inspect the first car, so please divide the remaining cars among yourselves. In that case, I'll take the second. Ellie, Tia, Randy, take the following 3 cars in that exact order. Roger. Understood. See you later then. Let me remind you that this task will require your full attention. Alright, I've got a train to inspect. Sure are a lot of travelers here. Can't say I'm surprised. I need to make sure to be polite while questioning each person. Oh, an inspector, you say? How am I supposed to buy that? Proof. I demand to see proof. I don't. What do I do? Wait, this should work. Take a look at this. Lawyer showed the passenger's detective notebook. I'm from the Crossbell Police Department Special Support Section. We're assisting with inspections today. Police? Guess that checks out. Though doing this is kind of misleading. Well, whatever. Just get it over with. Thanks. Done. Your luggage and papers look like they're all valid and up to date. Thank you for your cooperation. Skip the pleasantries. Just hurry this inspection up. I'm kind of in a rush. Yeah, not too much longer. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? Inspector, not every day you see one in such a casual get-up. Anyway, what's the issue? You find it strange that a woman is traveling alone. Is that it? What? No, that's not. For your information, I wanted nothing more than to go with my boyfriend. But since he dumped me out of the blue, I had no choice but to come alone. But that won't stop me. I'm going to find myself a rich, noble boyfriend somewhere in the Empire. I didn't mean to trigger this story. But nothing I can do about it. I'll just listen to her while I finish up the inspection. You get it, don't you? Wasn't that, like, so rude of him? Yeah, real jerk. And by the way, your luggage and papers are all good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. You okay? No, it's fine. It's just, it was refreshing spilling my heart out to you. I can't remember the last time someone listened to my problems. Hey, if you want to, why don't we run away to Erebony together? Sorry, I have a job to do. It was nice meeting you. Excuse me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind checking your luggage and entry papers? An inspector, are you? Very well. Hey, why haven't we left yet? Waiting is boring. Sweet adios, will this child ever learn patience? Pardon, my son. Ah, it's no big deal. Sorry. It'll be a little while longer. Can you be a good kid for just a bit longer while we finish up our job? I guess. With that settled, I should try to wrap this up quickly. Your luggage and papers are all up to date and follow the regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. Good to hear. Mister, can you pinky promise me you'll hurry and let the train leave? Hey, you can't just... What am I going to do with you? Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? Ah, yes, of course. Just one moment. Are you okay? Oh, it's nothing. It's just the deep green foliage of the Nox Forest is incredibly charming. Knowing that, I couldn't help but feel a bit giddy before departing. Sounds like you have a nice hobby there. Oops, I accidentally wasted your time, didn't I? An inspection, was it? Oh, yes, that's right. If you'll excuse me then. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Thank you for your cooperation. No, thank you for your dedication. And now back to my eager anticipation. Alright, that's a little close. Excuse me, I'm one of the assistant inspectors. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? An inspection? I suppose it's fine. What? No way. I have all my panties in my luggage, you know? Good point. Sorry, but you hurt the lady. No, hold on, you can't just refuse. It doesn't work like that. It's regulation, so please work with me. I'll show the utmost consideration when inspecting your delicates. So he says. Yeah, you better, mister. This is harder than it looks. All your luggage and carry-ons look good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. You're welcome. Now scram. That should be the last of the passengers. I didn't notice anything suspicious. I should regroup with others and report to Mr. Quattro. It was kind of nerve-wracking doing these inspections for the first time. I didn't overlook anyone, did I? Mom, can I go explore the rest of the train cars? No, you can't. Now sit still until the inspection's in. Listen to your mother, son. You don't want to annoy the inspector. What? But that guy sitting over there came from the car in front of ours, so why can't I go too? The front train car? That would be the one Mr. Quattro's inspecting? He might have just had some business with the conductor. Oh, wait a second. Maybe he changed cars after the inspections began. I can hardly wait. I can feel the scenery calling for me. Didn't we have left by now? Excuse me, sir. Do you have a minute? Oh, what's wrong? I thought the inspection already ended. It had, but there's something bothering me. With your permission, may I redo the inspection? Sure, I don't mind. Forget to check something? Here's my luggage and entry papers. Oh no, I won't be the one conducting the inspection. I'm planning on asking the official inspector, Mr. Quattro, to do it. Quattro? Why? Aren't you more than capable of doing a silly little inspection? Though you do know him. No, you see? Quattro laid down some ground rules before we began the inspections. One that stood out to me was you may not move to another car during inspections. Of course, I know that. Are you implying I broke that rule? Yes, I am. Hate to break it to you, but I have a witness. That rowdy boy sitting right over there saw you entering from the car up front. What? That's preposterous. This has to be some kind of mistake, right? I'm sure we could confirm the boy's statement if we asked the train conductor. The question still stands. Why would you transfer cars? If things went according to plan, you would have been inspected by Quattro, but in spite of the rules, you snuck away onto this train car. The only logical conclusion is that you didn't want Quattro to see you. Am I wrong? Please, I'm begging you overlook this. I just want to have a fun little trip. Yes. Yeah, that's all it is. Look, you said my papers are good to go, didn't you? If that's the case, it should be fine if Quattro double checks them, right? What? No, please. I don't know all the details, but as long as I'm working as an assistant inspector, I can't ignore any suspicious behavior. I need you to come with me. Fine. Was it some dude that called out of work sick or something? Oh, never mind. This man has falsified his immigration papers. Falsified? How? Has he fabricated his entire work history? Correct. He's a former swindler from Calvard. This guy likes to bounce around. I've had a run-in with him before when he tried to conceal his criminal record on this same application. This marks the second time I've caught him. Man, this moron will never learn. A former swindler, eh? Wonder what brings him to good old Crossbell. Now that his prison sentence in Calvard is up, it looks like he's trying to lead an honest life. The scale of his fraudulent behavior was fairly small, so he apparently wasn't given a heavy sentence. It's unfortunate though. A criminal record will follow someone for the rest of their lives. If your immigration papers show you have a criminal record, your ability to travel is heavily restricted. I can't imagine he likes it. If only I hadn't gone and committed fraud. I'm sure he regrets his crimes, but he chose this life by breaking the law. Committing crimes will burden you for the rest of your life, and the world will be a better place if more people understood that. What's going to happen to this man? I have detained him in my office for the time being. I'll give him a stern warning and then ship him back off to Calvard. There's nothing out of the ordinary for me. Yeah, I guess there's no other choice. At any rate, we successfully completed our inspection without incident. We're a bit behind schedule, so we should delay this train. We shouldn't delay this train any longer. I believe I have the special support section a proper thank you, don't I? I'll be sure to give you a ring next time I need help. We appreciate it. You taught us a lot about this, We appreciate it. You taught us a lot during this request. Feel free to give us a call if you ever need our help again. I think I'll take you up on that offer. Phew, that was a lot harder than I was anticipating. You can say that again. Though Tio is probably the most exhausted among us. Why do you say that? People thought she was some kind of station mascot and kept smothering her. Station mascot? Are you alright, Tio? Don't tell me you're so traumatized that you can no longer speak. No, not quite. I'm experiencing some mental fatigue. I should recover in a bit. Can we leave, please? Yeah, sure. Hope you aren't straining yourself too hard, Tio. Alright. Let me save real quick. Actually, what's the timer at? Because I'm thirsty as hell anyway. Might conclude this episode, take a break. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is a good stopping point. Alright, that's going to conclude this episode of The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and until next time.